You think you're free, but you're actually a puppet dancing on strings you can't even see. Hey, have you ever stopped to think about what freedom really means? We toss that word around all the time. Freedom to pick your job, freedom to say what you want, freedom to live how you like. But what if I told you most of that's a lie? That you're not as free as you think? I used to figure I was free too. I had a job I picked, friends I liked hanging with, stuff I enjoyed doing. But deep down, I was still miserable. Why? Because I was stuck, trapped by things I didn't even notice. In this video, I'm going to break down why what you call freedom is usually just a bigger cage and how you can start busting out of it. Stick around, this might flip how you see everything. So, what's the big deal here? Why is freedom not what it seems? Here's the thing, freedom isn't just about doing whatever you feel like. It's about nothing pushing you around. Not your body, not your head, not the world out there. But let's be real, most of us are getting shoved around by all three every single day. You think you're choosing stuff, but are you? Or are you just going along with what's already pulling you? Think about social media. You post whatever, sure, but are you really free there? Or are you stuck chasing likes, worried about what people think, caught up in that stupid algorithm? Or your job. Maybe you picked it, but if you're only there for the money, grinding away at something you hate, is that freedom? Nah, that's just a cage with a paycheck. See, the problem is we're fooled into thinking we're free because we've got some choices, but it's like being a bird in a giant cage. You can flap around a bit more, but you're still locked in. Real freedom is when nothing's forcing you, when you're not scared, stuck in habits, or stressed by what everyone else expects. But how many of us are like that? Hardly anyone. We're trapped in this illusion, acting like we're free when we're building our own prisons, and we don't even see it. Let's dig into this, starting with society, because that's a huge one. Ever since you were a kid, you've been handed this playbook. Go to school, get good grades, grab a steady job, buy a house, have some kids, retire someday. That's the right way, they say. Step off that path and people look at you like you're nuts. Want to ditch it all and travel? Start some random business? Live in a van? Good luck. Society's going to judge you hard, and that judgment feels like a brick wall smashing down. Take college, for example. Everyone's like, you got to get that degree, it's the only way to make it. But what if school's not your thing? What if you're better at fixing stuff or making art? Doesn't matter. Society's still going to call you a dropout or a loser, even if you're killing it your own way. That's not freedom. That's pressure dressed up as advice. Or think about how you're supposed to act based on who you are. Guys are told to toughen up, never cry, be the big provider. Girls get told to be sweet, take care of everyone, look pretty. Don't fit that? Too bad. You'll feel like you've got to hide who you really are just to keep people off your back. I knew a guy, Mike, who loved baking. Best cookies I ever had. But his dad kept saying it wasn't manly, so he quit. He wasn't free. He was stuck pretending to be someone else. And don't get me started on social media. You scroll through, see all these perfect lives, fancy vacations, flawless selfies, and suddenly your own life feels like trash. You post something, and if it doesn't blow up with likes, you're bummed out. It's a trap. You're not free to just be you. You're stuck trying to impress a bunch of strangers online. Then there's all the stuff we buy. Ads tell you that new phone or those cool shoes are going to make you happy. So you grab them, maybe even go broke doing it. And then you're stuck working extra hours to pay it off. That's not freedom. That's a hamster wheel with better branding. Society's sneaky like that. It's a prison you can't see, with rules and expectations steering you around. And the crazy part? We keep it going ourselves. We judge people who don't follow the crowd like we're the jail guards too. But you don't have to buy into it. You can push back, do your own thing. It's tough. People will talk, but it's how you start breaking out. I heard about this girl, Sarah. She was a lawyer making good money, but she hated every second of it. Her real dream was painting. Everyone told her it was dumb, that she'd never make it. One day she said screw it, quit her job, and started selling her art online. It was rough at first, barely any sales, tons of doubt, but now she's doing great, living how she wants. She's freer than she ever was in that office, because she ditched society's rulebook. But society's not the only thing holding you back. Your mind's even worse. You'd think your head's your safe spot, right? Your thoughts are yours, except they're not really. All day you're hit with stuff. TV, social media, what your friends say, what your parents drilled into you. And then there's that little voice inside, the one that's always like, you're not good enough, don't even try. What if you mess up? That's not freedom, that's a cage in your skull. Ever heard of imposter syndrome? It's when you feel like a fake, like you don't deserve what you've got. Maybe you're doing awesome at something, but you're scared everyone's going to figure out you're winging it. That's your mind trapping you. You could be out there chasing what you want, but instead, you're stuck second-guessing yourself. Or what about being scared to fail? You've got this idea, maybe a side gig or something creative, but you don't start because you're worried it'll flop. So you sit there, safe, but not moving. That's not freedom, that's fear running the show. Your head's like a war zone. One side's you, wanting to grow. The other's all the doubts and shoulds you've picked up. Let the doubts win, and you're locked in. There's this thing called confirmation bias, too. It's when you only listen to stuff that backs up what you already think. Like if you're sure you're bad at something, you'll ignore anything that says otherwise. You're not free to see the truth. You're stuck in a loop your mind made. And all that stuff you learned growing up, that's in there too. Maybe you were told you've got to work hard to be worth anything, so now you're burned out but can't stop. Or that money's everything, even if it doesn't make you happy. That's not your choice. That's old lessons steering you. Getting out of that mental trap takes work. You've got to catch yourself. Notice when you're just going along with some dumb thought. Ask, is this for real or just something I've always believed? It's not easy. Meditation helps. Sitting there, watching your thoughts float by without jumping on them. Sounds weird, but it works. I'll tell you something about me. I used to freak out about talking to people, like in front of a group. My head would go nuts. You're gonna sound stupid. They'll laugh at you. It stopped me from doing stuff I wanted. Then I tried just breathing, noticing those thoughts, letting them go. Took time, but now I can talk without sweating bullets. The fear's still there sometimes, but it doesn't own me anymore. And then there's your body. Yep, that can trap you too. You might not think about it, but your body's got a mind of its own sometimes. Addictions are the big one. Could be food, smoking, even your phone. You want to stop, but your body's like, nope, give me more. That's not freedom. That's your body calling the shots. Say you're trying to quit smoking. You know it's killing you, but that craving hits, and it's like your hands move on their own. Or food. Maybe you're cutting out junk, but your stomach's begging for chips or candy. It's a fight, and a lot of times you lose. Health's another thing. If you're always wiped out or hurting, you can't do much. Your body's holding you back, telling you what you can't do instead of what you can. Even little stuff like being hungry or sleepy pushes you around. You're not free if you're just reacting to that. Your phone's a killer too. Ever catch yourself checking it every 2 seconds? You're not choosing that. It's a habit, like your body's glued to it. I've been there, scrolling for hours, feeling like garbage after, but still doing it. Energy's a trap too. If you're always tired, you're not chasing dreams or enjoying anything, you're just surviving. It's like your body's a dead battery and you're stuck waiting to recharge. How do you fix that? Take care of yourself. Eating decent, moving around, sleeping enough. It's not just about feeling good, it's about taking control back. A healthy body doesn't boss you around as much. And those habits, break them slow. Want less phone time? Start with an hour away from it, build up from there. Quitting something big? One less cigarette a day, whatever works. Listen to what your body's saying too. If something, food, a place, whatever, makes you feel off, ditch it. Your body's not the enemy, but you've got to run it, not the other way around. So with society, your mind, and your body all yanking you around, is real freedom even a thing? Yeah, it is, but it's not what you're picturing. It's not about ditching everything. That's never going to happen. It's about figuring out you can decide how you deal with it all. It's finding calm inside, even when everything outside's a mess. It's letting go of thinking you've got to fix every little thing. This guy, Viktor Frankl, said something cool. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. Basically, stuff happens, but you pick what you do next. That's the real deal. Like someone cuts you off driving. You can yell and ruin your day or shrug and move on. Your boss hates your work. You can sulk or figure out how to get better. Your body wants junk. You can cave or grab an apple instead. It's your call every time. It's not a cakewalk, but you can get better at it. The more you pick your move instead of just reacting, the freer you feel. There's this old idea, stoicism, that says you can't control what's out there, but you can control what's in here. Your head, your actions. That's where freedom lives. So real freedom's not about no rules or no problems. It's choosing how you handle them, staying steady no matter what. All right, let's tie this up. The illusion of freedom's thinking picking your job or your clothes makes you free. But it's deeper. It's in your head. It's knowing nothing's got you unless you let it. Next time you're stuck, think. The cage is up here and you've got the key. Start asking yourself stuff. Why am I doing this? Because I want to or because I feel like I have to? Watch yourself. Catch when you're just running on autopilot or freaking out. Say no to junk that doesn't fit who you are. It's not instant. You're not going to wake up tomorrow totally free. But every tiny move counts. Pick one spot you're trapped. Your job, your head, your habits, and chip away at it. You've got the power to shift it. Be easy on yourself too. This stuff's hard and you'll trip up. But every time you choose your way over the easy way, you're tougher. Freedom's not a one and done. It's every day a habit. But man, when you get it, life's wide open. If you're ready to bust out for real, check out my next video for 5 easy steps to start running your own show.